Hi everyone, it's Brittany here with Awanari Experience, and for today's video, I wanted to encourage you guys to go and visit those zoos or sanctuaries or rescue facilities or conservation facilities, whatever it is they want to call themselves. I strongly encourage you to go and visit those places throughout the world. Do your research, obviously, to make sure that they are a legit facility and actually are putting their money where their mouth is, so to speak. But I do encourage you to do your research and then go and visit those facilities. Just because once you go and visit those facilities in other countries, you are showing those people, especially the locals there, that they can make a living by doing conservation work and not by doing, and they don't have to do, I should say, they don't have to do poaching or illegal hunting and trapping of certain wildlife species. So if we can show the locals by visiting those facilities that, hey, you can make a good living by working for a zoological facility, a conservation facility, again, whatever it is they want to call themselves, if they can make a living by doing that, money talks, unfortunately. That's just the way the world works, but money talks. So if they can see that they can make a living by working for those facilities, they don't have to then work as poachers to be able to provide for their families. So again, like I said, do your research. I strongly encourage you to do that. And, don't just instantly say no to a facility that allows you to pet and interact with the wildlife that they have on site. Just because they allow you to interact with the wildlife or touch them or anything like that does not mean that they are a quote-unquote Tiger King type of facility. Does not mean that at all. I can think of several really good examples of facilities that are not like that. The Australia Zoo comes to mind. They are an amazing facility. Cannot speak enough about them, but they do allow you to pet a koala. You actually even get to hold it. And a couple other things as well. You get to pet their kangaroos, all that type of stuff. And they are as far away from a Tiger King facility as you can possibly get. Like, literally, they are a resort for wildlife. If I was a animal and lived in a zoological facility, I would want to live there. It is beautiful. So, again, don't just be like, oh no, this, place lets you touch wild animals at their place. They cannot be good. I'm not going to visit them. No, put that notion aside. But again, do your research out there. You also, another notion you got to put aside, not every facility out there is going to be a resort for wildlife. There are lots of countries out there that, their houses, and I'm going to use Peru as an example, their house is a wooden structure. It is not a mansion by any stretch of the words. So you cannot expect their zoological conservation facilities to look like state-of-the-art industrial habitats for their animals. That is just a very unrealistic expectation when the people don't even live that way. But what you have to look at is, are they in the best of environments that those animals can possibly be in that country. So I often use our butterfly garden as an example. When it comes to this, our butterfly garden is probably one of the best butterfly gardens I have ever seen in all of my worldly travels. And I personally think it is even better than what they did at the San Diego Zoo for their monthly thing. Just because we have a huge, big variety and you actually get to see all the stages of a butterfly becoming a butterfly, where a lot of other facilities you don't get to see that. The only facility I would say actually rivals our own, in my opinion, would be the butterfly garden in the Shanghai airport. And the reason why I say that one is amazing is because it is 3 stories and there is a waterfall feature in that facility. There is no way I can incorporate a waterfall feature in our garden down here. That is just unrealistic expectations when people don't even have running showers down here. So again, keep in mind where you're traveling, how the people live, and what is the best quality they can possibly provide for the animals in their zoological care. Again, it might not necessarily be a state-of-the-art facility like you are used to in your own country, but that does not mean that they are a bad facility just because their animals are living in more rustic habitats, enclosures, whatever it is you want to call them. So yeah, again, I can't stress it enough. Do your research and do visit those facilities just again so we can prove to the locals that you can make a sustainable living by working in the conservation field, rescue field, zoological field, again, whatever it is they want to call themselves. And you do not have to, be a poacher or an illegal animal trader or anything like that to make a living. And that's especially important in a lot of these third world countries, I guess is what you would call them. Or in countries, I should say, where the wildlife is a hot commodity as a social status in other countries, where, certain countries look at it as a status symbol to have, all of these exotic animals as part of their collection. So again, we're doing not only the locals a lot of favors by, supporting the work they do by going to their zoos or aquariums or whatever it is again. We're supporting them, but we're also proving to them that we see you. We see what you're doing. We appreciate the effort you are doing to counteract those negative effects of what the greedy, money-speaking people are that want it just for a social status, just for a social symbol. I hope this video kind of makes sense to you guys. And again, I hope that you kind of learned a little bit of something by watching this video. And I hope that if any of you guys did have any fears or misgivings about coming down to Peru and visiting our facility, because we do allow you to handle butterflies by releasing them, I hope this kind of put your fears aside. We are not harming our butterflies in any way. We only wish the very best for them. That is one of the reasons why our facility is so large, which I tell you in our speech when you come, because we want to make sure our butterflies are happy and healthy so they can continue reproducing at a successful rate, so we can continue to make sure we have butterflies for generations and generations to come. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.